new video. If you saw our last video when we were in Williamsburg, you would have seen us going through a little maze, and you would have heard me say that I love mazes. Oh, this is the wrong way.
Dead end.
And now we find ourselves not only in a maze, but we find ourselves in the biggest maze in America. I'm so happy. This maze is, what did he say? 34
Acres.
acres big. This is a maze made of corn. It's a fully functioning cornfield, and they do actually harvest these crops. They've been doing these maze designs for the last 14 years, and the guy that does the design is an ex-mechanical engineer.
I think it's a family effort, and it's just designed pencil and paper, and then they send it off, and what did he say? They have these big sheets of paper where they plant these on. Your shoelace is undone. I thought he said they planted, or they laid paper down.
Yeah.
For the design, big sheets of paper. Did it literally mean massive sheets of paper?
I have no idea. I couldn't really understand what he was saying, but something about putting paper down and then sowing the seeds. And what did he say? It takes 5 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure we missed one of the questions.
On this 30-acre field of corn, there are 4 different mazes. An easy one for the kids, and then a red one and a blue one. The red one is the one that we're on currently, and apparently it takes an hour to complete. And there are trivia spots along the way. So we're meant to find the trivia questions in numerical order. Jean's got the map right now, so you guiding us.
Not really.
Okay. And the blue map takes 2 hours to do, and then there's a mystery maze that can take as long as it takes to find your way out, and there's no map for that one.
I'm trying my best here to navigate.
He's our navigator.
This piece of paper. You can take multiple turns. I think there should be another question on our left-hand side here, but I didn't see one.
What is the purpose of a bass drum in a drum set? To provide a steady beat, to add a higher pitch of music, to cue the piano, to provide a fast syncopated rhythm. Steady beat?
I would go for steady beat. I was thinking we're on these curves, so...
Well, when we saw him, we were there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we were...
Yeah, this doesn't make sense. I don't know what these are. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what they are. Here's this little triangle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here now by this triangle, so we can either take this curve, which we've just taken, or we can take that one.
What is this? Lift for help. It's a panic button. Amazing looking stuff. Question 8. We've skipped a few. Which of these artists is known as the Queen of Soul? Aretha Franklin? Hey, where'd you go?
I will not lose you.
You left me.
I won't lose you. The sun's really beating down. I mean, it's weekend, and we thought it's getting colder. No such luck.
We were expecting it to be quite chilly.
Deep in October, and look at this. In the maze.
This would be scary at night. That's an emergency exit. Lead the way, Captain.
Well, no, that doesn't seem right.
Oh.
Okay, I don't know what that is then.
We're turning around. John wants to find himself. You're cheating.
I know where I am.
Let's get out of here.
You want to get out the maze? I didn't think you would want to get out of maze.
I'm sweating.
A maze made of maize.
I'm sweating in places I shouldn't be sweating.
It is hot. It's humid. It's this humidity.
Yeah, it is humid.
So crazy.
So we haven't even said where we are. We're actually in the Orange County of Virginia. Oh, another question. We're doing every second question, it seems.
No, much less than.
Question 14. Which
Yeah.
of these Americans has composed some of the most popular, recognizable, and critically acclaimed film scores in cinema
John
history?
Williams.
John Williams.
Move along.
That was an easy one.
Star Wars.
Star Wars for the win.
When?
Ah, the end.
The end. Okay, I'm all mazed out.
They're all mazed out. Well done, Bev.
Amazing.
You got us in. That was less than an hour, hey?
I think we were quick.
We skipped a lot, I think. But we can officially tick off that we have gone through the biggest maze in America. Now we need to find some coffee.
We definitely need to find some nice coffee.
Yeah.
And then we'll find some wine for Abigail.
I'd highly recommend a little visit. So it's only a full seasonal experience.
But it's well worth it.
Yeah, it is worth doing.
Nice little shop.
But they've got a pumpkin patch as well and a hay bale tractor ride thing for the kids. And judging by the size of the car park, apparently it looks like it gets really busy on a weekend.
Yeah, I think,
I think
Sunday is going to be
we came at the right time.
leaving early, come early in the morning.
Yeah.
So on we went to our next destination, which fortunately wasn't too far away.
So as you can see, we have arrived at the next location. They don't have the coffee that John was looking for, but he got the next best thing.
We got a nitro cold brew. Sure, it'll be fine.
You'll get your shot of caffeine.
At least I get that.
So I'm not having coffee because we
Oh, that's cool.
also have a wine flight to enjoy. So this is the market at Greelin, or Greylin, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know.
They've got a lovely market, as the name describes. Some very quaint things, and then lovely seating area out here. They do have 2 vegan items on the menu. So we are house sitting here in Orange County, Virginia.
When we first arrived in the USA back in 2022, we house sat continuously for 6 months because neither of us had ever been to this country. And this was a useful way for us to get to know the area we wanted to settle down in. Now that we have a place to call home, we use the same app to go out and explore further afield while looking after other people's wonderful pets and lovely homes. On this adventure, we're looking after a menagerie of animals, including Bubba the Basset, Jester and Wonder the Hounds, and their older sister, Nessie. 5 horses and a couple of barn cats that we didn't see very much. Let's just say that this lot kept us busy and we definitely earned our keep. They were all lovely animals and definitely a memorable experience. What I love most about adventuring in this fashion is that house sitting brings us to towns that we would never otherwise visit. We get a peek into real life living in America, and it's great to explore beyond the usual tourist destinations. Just like this little town of Orange.
It's a tiny little cute town, and there's a couple of things we want to go see there. And this, where we are now at this Greelin, the market at Greelin, they just told us now that there's a couple of walks around here with some expansive views.
Probably the fanciest wine farm we've been to. Yeah, this is much more, Abigail was saying, much more Stellenbosch,
Vibes, yeah.
Franschhoek kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And then more farmhousey, rustic red.
Very pretty location, this. I hope the wines are good. And their flight is only $12 and they're very generous. It's four tastings, but very generous tastings. Let's find out. So that was a lovely wine tasting. I have to say that the whites, the 2 whites and the rosé were better than the red, and I'm usually a red wine drinker. I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I would take the Chardonnay and the rosé for sure. Very nice.
So after the wine tasting, we busied ourselves around this gorgeous property, looking at the sights, exploring what they have on sale, and dreaming about the day when we'll come back for another visit.
What did you see?
They've got a greenhouse over there that you can sit in and have your meal.
Okay.
After a delightfully leisurely walk around, we departed and headed back to the farmhouse to spend the rest of the day with the animals. The next morning I told Jean about some interesting ruins that weren't too far away, so we set off to go and explore them. This is a historic landmark called the Barbersville Ruins. It was designed by Thomas Jefferson for Governor James Barber, hence the name. It was built in 1814, but unfortunately was destroyed by a fire on Christmas Day in 1884. And wouldn't you know it, it happens to be on the same piece of land as another winery, the Barbersville Winery. What a lucky coincidence! This time though, instead of doing a wine tasting, I settled for a singular glass of wine. Pairing perfectly with the sunny weather and the beautiful views. Yet another destination worthy of a revisit. And check out that hop-on hop-off wine bus. Yes please, a wine for Abigail must mean a coffee for Jean. We found this place using one of our other favorite apps, the Happy Cow. She points us to all the wonderful places that provide vegan options, like Murphy's Coffee and Bagels. They've even got a view to combine with this interesting pairing. With the end of the weekend drawing near, it was time for us to leave the town of Orange and head back to DC. But instead of going back directly, we chose the scenic route. The pet parents we were house sitting for had recommended the Skyline drive through the Shenandoah National Park as a day trip. We decided to use it as our route home though, and we're really glad we did. It extended the journey time back home by 2 or 3 hours, but it was totally worth it. We still have to wrap our heads around the size of this country and how much there is to still see. Oh, and that warm weather we were complaining about at the beginning of this video? Yep, it disappeared. But that certainly didn't dull our enjoyment of these Virginian views. We hope you enjoyed coming along on this adventure with us, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.